Hello, a warm and happy Monday from Mississippi. Here I am in Richland, Mississippi, visiting my family. And I thought I'd pop in and share with you a project that I have finally been able to finish and excited to show you. It's also good to work on some crafty projects. So without further ado, let's head in and I'll show you what I've done. I'm excited to show you my finished product, and this is a travel journal that I completed during this trip. And kits are great when you're traveling because it has everything that you need, all the supplies and instructions. In this case, there really isn't any need for instructions. You just go with the flow and document what you want during the trip, right? So, and I also wanted to show you that Stampin' Up! Usually gives you so much supplies. I still have so much left over from this project that I'm pretty sure I can use it again to do some other things, right? So look at all, I mean, I just love this, the alphabet set too. But anyway, so yeah, so let me go ahead and dive in and share with you my project. So this is the kit. This is what they call a traveler's notebook. The signature of a traveler's notebook is the elastics, and that's how you add pages to it. So these are some extra pictures. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do with it, but because it is a traveler's notebook, I can always add on when I feel like it. So again, so this is a travel journal from documenting my trip to Majuro. I was in Majuro, Marshall Islands, back in June, participating as the chef de mission for the Micronesian Games, the Guam team. So let's go. So this is my title page, and yeah, so this is how I've done it. So I wanted to document the beautiful scenery that occurred during my trip. It was an island hopper, which meant that from Guam, I went to Chuuk, Ponape, Kwajalein, and Majuro before landing in Majuro. So it was a whole day's trip on this little plane. Anyway, so this is the structure of my notebook. I wanted to document the cultural aspect of Majuro before documenting the actual micro games. So let me share with you the pages. So this opens up. I know I haven't done the journaling. I have a draft of what I want to write, and so I want to make sure that, you know, everything is okay before I commit it down. Anybody else have that problem about, you know, wanting to make sure that their writing is just right? But you know what? It comes down to, this is your journal, right? So you should be able to write however you want it to write, sloppy or not. Anyway, so these are things that I wanted to document and I wanted to share with you. I wanted to remember these little, what do you call it, stores. They don't have stores. They have just windows, okay, to these buildings. And you just kind of go through the fence or the screen to purchase your item. So you don't actually go into a store. So I thought that was really neat. You know, see how this container is? This is a really popular bubble tea spot. So when I'm working, my style for putting together my travel journey is I always start out with, what do I want to remember? What do I want to not forget? And that's how I start. So this is what I'm doing. I wanted to remember the sceneries, the islands that I can see from my window seat, which incidentally, I always choose an aisle seat. But for this trip, I actually chose a window seat because I wanted to capture the pictures. So I also wanted to remember all the handicrafts that I saw there. And here's this lady who's actually weaving with her toe. Isn't that neat? And for this, for those of you who might not know what a Filipino balikbayan box is, I wanted to document how bags are always, there's always a chance of being left behind because these have priority, these coolers have priorities, and this is like the island way of traveling. They ship a lot of things, perishable items, on these flights. So we're always advised to bring a set of clothes and toiletries in your carry-on because your bags might not make it because these have priority. So anyway, so for those of you who know, I'm going to call this the Island Balikbayan box. Okay. And I also wanted to not forget the fact that, modern technology is not really there. This is TSA. They're TSA. They're going through the bags. These are carry-on bags and luggage, check-in luggage. They're doing it by hand because they don't have the screening machines. And that's something, and it was so hot. So those are things I wanted to remember, and that's why I put it on here. So let's go into the next segment, and this will be the micro games. This is the Micronesian Games, and it is a 4-year cycle involving the Micronesian islands. That would be, okay, this is testing me, that's Guam, NMI, Palau, the Federated States of Micronesia, which would include Ponape, Chuuk, Yap, Kosrae, and then there's Kiribati, there's Nauru. So I think that's it. I hope I haven't, and then of course Marshall Islands, right? Marshall Islands, yes. So those are the Micronesian Games countries. And so anyway, so this is our Guam flag, and this is the Guam contingent. A very small group, because going in, we knew that the environment would be kind of harsh. So the Olympic National Committee announced that they were not taking any minors. So that really eliminated a lot of athletes. So, but we still did well. So again, going with a theme, what I want to remember, I want to remember the morning meetings. Every morning at 8 o'clock, the chef de missions get together and go over what's going on in the village, right? And I want to remember that every night it seemed like I was at the airport greeting and meeting our athletes who are arriving, okay? And then I also wanted to remember data plans. The SIM card was like the most wanted item in the whole games, right? So it was almost like I was a drug dealer because I went and purchased all these SIM cards and I sold it to our athletes so that they can keep in touch, right? Yeah, this is all. And again, these are all very laboriously done by hand. They wrote each, all the, what do you call it, the passcodes by hand. And so it was a really long process. And as the chef de mission, I really spent a lot of time going back and forth purchasing these things for our athletes because we don't want our athletes to waste time standing in line getting these SIM cards. So, yeah. So hello, and Yakwe is their equivalent of like aloha, half a day, in their Marshallese language. And the main thing about all these games that I've participated in, it's the people that makes it so memorable. And so I wanted to document it. All the people that I've met, I've put it in here, okay? So this is the next page. So eating, we ate well for sure. And the fresh fish was just, I don't normally eat a lot of sushi or sashimi, but when I'm in Marshall Islands, I actually ate a lot. So we're always eating together. So this one shows, I want to remember how we support our athletes by attending each of their games. We are at most of the competition. And I captured this because it's just so cute to see the island children peering through the fence and watching us and supporting whatever's going on. Okay. And Guam did very well. For a small contingent, we have every single athlete either got a gold or silver or bronze. So we all came home with lots of hardware. And as a chef de mission, I have the honor of presenting the medals to our athletes at the podium. One of the things that I like about having these little pockets, let me show you. In this kit, you do get a couple pockets. It's not only for paraphernalia, but I also like to keep notes, journals. So this one, I will be writing down all my thoughts. And if for those of you who are wordy, who have the gift of writing, you might need a few more. So rather than, pasting it all over the book, I like having it in here. Okay, so it's sort of hidden, not very obvious, but you can add more in the back. Okay, so this is the layout of this part. Okay. And here I wanted to document that I was so surprised to see so many Chinese in Marshall Islands. And they are into not only restaurants, but apparently a lot of the laundromats are operated by Chinese. And a little fact is very few people actually have washing machines and dryers at their own house. So that's why you see so many laundromats along the road. And for those of you who are curious, the speed limit in Marshall Islands is 25 miles per hour. Very slow, right? Oh my gosh, I was like, oh. But that's how it is. And there is not one street light there. So those are things that I wanted to document, and I will as I jot down in these little note cards that are included in your kit. So that's that. And I've attached extra ones like this so that I could include more pictures. And I wanted to make sure that I just love this plant. It just looks so neat. I have more pictures here, but I just wanted to share with you. It's about time, right? And sometimes in order to tag on more, all you need is these little elastics, and that's how you can combine more notebooks to your traveler's notebook. I have these. I think it's getting a little bit loose, but that's the beauty of a traveler's notebook, is you can add on more folios, more folders, more notebooks to your main album here. Okay, so let me put this away before. So let's go through this a little bit more quickly for the setup of my so it's really up to you how you want to organize your pictures in these. Okay. See how this one I opened up like this, whereas for this one I did it like this, right? Because the other one was like this. But anyway, you get what I mean. I wanted to just show you how versatile this is, and you could make it however you want it to be, to suit your needs. And that's the beauty of these journals. Okay. So I know this was a really quick run through of what I've been doing. Hopefully I'll get a chance to also pop in before I head back to Guam with another project that I have brought with me in this trip. Anyway, so if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer and help you. But yeah, I love documenting my travels, and it's just always fun to be able to go through them and reminisce again. All right, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.